guys, how you all doing? Welcome back, Ofer again. In today's video I'm going to talk about vibrato and bending strings and how I think you can master it. A lot of people underestimate the importance of a good vibrato and a nice bend. In my opinion, it's very much your accent on the guitar and it's what differentiates you from other players. So let's go over some things that I think will help you improve your bending and vibrato. First of all, I think oftentimes for a good vibrato you need to actually wrap your thumb around the neck of the guitar. For example, if I would have my thumb down there, it would be much harder for me to control the vibrato, and if I'm going for this type of aggressive Marty Friedman, Zakk Wylde vibrato, I very much need this grip with my thumb. Second of all, we really want to control the vibrato and not the vibrato control us. And what I mean by that is that we want to be fully in control over our hands and not just to, go all over the place. We want to really to decide when the vibration is kicking in, and we actually want to give sometimes, not all the times, but if we want to feel like we're in control, it's nice to give a nice quarter beat or something before we kick in this vibration. Alright, now when talking about bending strings, I really think, and it actually applies also to vibrato, it's very important to practice bending and vibrato with each finger. For example, I'm going to start off at the 5th fret of the G string, and I'm going to practice it with my first finger, and I can also do a half step bend with my first finger. Secondly, I can kick in my second finger, and every time I'm adding a finger, almost 100% of the times I'll add the rest of the fingers. There would never be an occasion for me where I do a bend or vibrato and the other fingers are up there like this, In my opinion, it looks amateur and it actually prevents you from controlling the instrument. Alright, so second finger, 5th fret, G string, the G string. And I can do a full step bend with the 2 fingers. And if you really want to also train your ear, you can go. So you can actually hear the pitch. Alright, 3rd finger, and in my opinion the 3rd finger really gives you the most control over the bend or the vibrato. Mostly if you're combining the two. So for example, I'll do a full step and now start shaking it. And lastly, the 4th finger, which I don't often do a bend with the 4th finger, but for each his own. And a lot of my students actually have a hard time combining the two. So firstly, start with the bend and really try to easily grab the note up there after the bend. You'll notice no shoulder is stretching. I'm not kind of squeezing in. I'm not doing any of it. I'm totally relaxed. I'm doing the bend. I'm smiling. And I'm adding the vibration. The vibration itself, it don't come from the fingers. It comes from the wrist mostly. Kind of this kind of motion, not this kind of motion. And if you want to do it without the bend, it's also very important to relax. Throughout your whole playing experience, you want to be relaxed, but for a good vibrato, my kind of vibrato, you should really go kind of sideways, relax your whole hand, and kind of let your pinky lead the way sideways. Alright. Now, another very important step to mastering your own vibrato is deciding what kind of vibrato you like. There are many types. There is this aggressive kind of vibrato that I like to do, like Marty Friedman, Zakk Wylde, there is this kind of sliding vibrato that is not actually vibrating the string up and down, more like sliding between the frets, like Greg Howe or Warren DeMartini does, which I also like a lot, but it don't come naturally to me. I practice it and I feel pretty comfortable with it, but I need to think about doing it. So yeah, I actually need to concentrate on doing it and tell myself, alright, Ofer, do this sliding vibrato thing. There is also the Chris Poland kind of vibrato, is more vibrating with a bar. Or with the finger sideways, and it's also kind of a Steve Vai thing, you know? Steve Vai really likes this circular motion, like he's rubbing his nipple, but just on the fret, which also provides a very nice sound. And Chris Poland, he does it more it's kind of a classical thing, I guess, you know, moving your hand like this. I don't really do it. I should practice it. It's actually pretty cool. But you really need to decide what kind of a sound you're after, and you know, who do you like? What kind of player do you want to resemble in your own playing? And it's not stealing. Music is all about stealing, first of all, but it's more like being inspired by other people, which is what art is all about. So guys, remember, first of all, you want to be in control over the band. You don't want to just go crazy all over the place. You want to really aim for a certain note, and by that I mean if you're aiming for this D note on the G string on the 7th fret, you want to know that you want to do a half step bend from the 6th fret, or if you're at the 4th fret, you want to aim for a 1.5 step bend. And that's also important to practice this kind of big bends, you know, if you want to get to this B note on the 12th fret on the B string, you want to practice this 2-step bend, you want to practice 2.5 step bend. And just practice every kind of scenario you might get into while you're playing. Most important is to be relaxed and not to squeeze down and not to overthink it. Practice it consciously and be happy with it. Remember, a good vibrato is your accent on the instrument, so you really want to put some effort and practice into it. A lot of people overlook it and just practice scales and technique. And in my opinion, a good band and a good vibrato is not less, if not more important than your technique, and it's actually also a technique. So practice it, guys and girls, and rock on. I'll see you in the next video. Please subscribe to the channel if you like what I'm doing. You can also follow me at Instagram and Facebook at Oferholan. And please rock on, stay heavy, stay true. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.